I'm going to be making an uber weird tier list. Now, disclaimer, I am recording this in a car because my brother's inside and he's going to mess up the recording. So, you might maybe hear some sounds, just ignore that. So, let's just start off. So, Chairman, he's alright. He's kind of like an upgraded speed battler with an rage mode. He's not that good. He's just a rusher, so I'm just going to put him in mid-uber. Rage quitter. This is one of the best backliners in the game. It's not even close. This guy has Pierce, and he does a ton of damage. Plus, when you stack him, he becomes like top 10 Ubers. Or no, he becomes top 3 Ubers. So, we're already starting off with an S tier. Okay, Tix Collector. This guy, he's kind of like a spammable moneymaker. He doesn't really do too much, and he's not that good because I'm pretty sure he gives like 100 money every attack, so he's not that good. Also, if you stack him, sure it might be a little good, but then you're gonna have Tix collectors at your base doing nothing, and then you realize, oh crap, I effed up because now my entire slot, because half my unit placement is full. So, I'm just going to put him in mid-uber because he's not that good. Bobucks Money. Now, this is a really big upgrade from Tix Collector. Why? Now, first off, you can only place one because he has a really long cooldown. And, yeah, it's just really long. So, and plus, he gives 1,000 money every attack. That is goated. Like, dude, no way you're going to say, oh, yeah, Tix Collector is better because you could stack up 15. Well, at least Bobucks Money makes 1,000 every attack. Plus, he stays at the base. Plus, you can only place one or two, I guess. So, because of that, Bobucks Money is getting goated. Okay, Blue Steel. I never really used this guy because I never really saw any use in him. The only use I saw in him is my 6x Doomringer stat, or I just use him as a backliner to make money. He's kind of like a more expensive sailor. He's kind of like a more expensive sailor battler, where whatever that one battler, the alt form, the sailor battler, just like a more expensive version of that. And he's kind of suckier too, because, well, no, he's not that bad because he can make meat shields, statues, so. Wait, am I talking about Goldorum? Oh, no. Well, Blue Steel, I really don't see any use in this guy. I'm just going to put him in bad Uber. Okay, Goldorum now. Now, 6x, my 6x Doomringer XP grinding strat, I think it gives like 100,000 every time you beat it. It's really good, and it's kind of funny and fun. And it's really not that hard. As a matter of fact, I'd say 10 million health casual battler is harder than this. Though the only reason I'd see in Goldorum is that it's kind of just like a better alt form, a sailor battler. And he can make meat shield statues. So, oh, and he's kind of a good backliner. He's kind of a good backliner, too. Gosh, it's hot in here. Okay, now, Golderum isn't on this tier list, so just imagine that he's in good Uber tier. Or no, mid Uber. Operator. This might be one of the best, if not the best. This might be one of the best Ubers in the game. Because, dude, when he gets out on the field, he calls out an entire jet that shoots down enemies from the sky. Yeah. Shoots down explosives and bullets, which is just so good for clearing out backliners like Stunlock, and is one of the main reasons why I beat 3-star Extreme. So, he's getting a goated Uber. Commander. No, he isn't that good, because, first off, he spawns a tank. Second off, the tank fires like every 10 seconds. And it's just not that good. But he is kind of good if you stack them. And if you keep them alive for long enough, well, then he could be a monster. So I'm going to put him in good Uber. Okay, Conjurer. This guy is really good, and he could be a menace. Just like Rage Quitter, he can be a menace when stacked up. But this guy, he's unique. He's a unique Uber. Every time you stack your cannon up, no, every time you use your cannon, these guys launch 3 powerful fists from the sky. And it's really good. Never mind. But, he's really good if you stack him. And he's also another reason why I beat 3-star Extreme, so he's getting good Uber. Trebuchet. This guy, every time, this guy's even better than Conjurer. Because instead of firing 3 stone fists from the sky, he launches an entire rock. But it does like triple the damage. It does like quadruple the damage. He has he has armor. And I'm pretty sure he has pierce or splash damage, maybe one of those. He's just really good for certain strategies. So he's getting a very respectable top of good Uber tier. Moo. I really don't see any use of this guy. I really don't see any use of this guy because he's not that good. And I really don't know why you'd use him. So, I don't know. He's just getting a bad Uber tier. I'm sorry. Crimson. This guy is kind of a long-range frontlighter because he can clear out backliners. Because if you get him in the front, he launches, I think, like 5 or 4 red beams from the sky that do burning damage. And I'm pretty sure Hellfire, I think it was called. And he's really good for clearing out backliners. So he gets a very respectable good Uber. Dark Reaper. This guy is just like a chainsaw battler if he was anti-Angel. And it's kind of watered down a little bit. Plus, I don't even have him. So I'm just going to put him in... kind of put him in mid-Uber. Lord's Kelly. All I know is that this guy can summon, and that's it. I'm pretty sure he could be good with Beastly Battler, because summoners are good with Beastly Battlers, but it doesn't compare to Tarnished Battler, because, dude, that guy's OP with Beastly Battler. So, he's just gonna get a bad Uber. Or no, he's gonna get bottom mid Uber and turn elf. I genuinely don't know any use for this guy. And as a matter of fact, I never really seen this Uber at all. Now, something that is kind of important to know, but it isn't really important, is that this was the first Uber that I got. And yeah. Community hates him. Everybody hates him. Nobody likes him. This guy just is a super rare, bro. Just put him in there. As a matter of fact, put Maul Santa in there too. They're basically the same thing, except Maul Santa is a long range, plus he gives damage presence. Iota. Now, Iota, she's a backliner, but I don't really see any purpose in her, specifically because you could just upgrade her into Ivory. Ivory is 10 times better, so just gonna put her in mid Uber. Also, I'm gonna try to go faster with these because I'm sweating like really bad because I'm in a car. Ivory. Now, this is one of the best units for Chapter 4 3-star Tomoe, mostly because she has a Spirit Bomb and 3 other orbs that deal a ton of damage. So, she gets good Uber. Wes. Now, really, all this guy is kind of just like a long-ranged terror battle. All this guy is just like a long-range Jester Battler. And Jester Battler already has an alt form of that, so yeah, I guess you could just say that Balloon travels. So mid, bottom of mid, I guess. So Maxwell. Well, this guy doesn't really make me shields, but I did hear that he could make really good use if you have Ignition. And who is using Ignition in Maxwell? The same deck. And as a matter of fact, who is using Ignition, period, except if it's like for Lil Doom or Broken strategies with 3-star Doombringer. I literally don't know why you would use Ignition, so just put him in line. Here. Okay, Sai. This guy is good because he's kind of like a better sword battler. And he goes dark when he hits 3. When he does 3 hits. So just put him in light. Well, he's pretty good because you can replace him with sword battlers. He's just a little more expensive. But if you have super sword, it's really dumb. So just put him in mid. And more. This guy is a monster and genuinely one of the best Ubers in the game. Because every time he gets 3 hits, he turns invisible and hits any enemy that's closest to your crowd of units. Also, they do a ton of damage, so he is super good. And in his prime, he's the best unit in the game, so he's getting a very respectable goated Uber. This is my list. If you liked it, like to subscribe. Now, I'm gonna go because it's hot in here. I'm sweaty when I go outside. So bye. Please subscribe and please give me money. I want to become a YouTuber, please. No, don't give me money. I sound greedy saying that. Anyways, Bye. I'm gonna leave now. Bye.